You gotta admit, downtown Clovis is a beautiful place. You know, it really is. There's a lot of old buildings. Then you got the 500 Club. That building is pretty old. It's a bar and restaurant. There used to be a casino, but they don't do that no more there. And across the ways is an antique store. And that used to be a market, supermarket, central market years ago. And this area right here is, they call it Veterans Parkway, but it used to be Hughes Avenue years ago. But anyways, here where Clark is at, there used to be a sawmill here, I guess, a flume that came all the way from the Sierra Mountains. I guess it was up by Auburn, out in that area, and it came all the way from up in the mountains and all the way in here. And I guess it burned. I don't know if it was here it burned or up in Auburn it burned. So they never rebuilt it. And so right here in this area, you can see that here's Clark, and it used to be Clovis High School for years. And there are some old buildings over here. They did tear them down, and they stole the land of the city of Clovis. The school district did. But this is right here is Clark, and right here is the railroad used to come by here. They built a bike path, and a lot of people walk by here in the morning, and people riding their bikes. And, morning. And so it's a beautiful. The city of Clovis has done a good job of fixing it up a little bit. You can see the line for the bikes. Sometimes you see people jogging through here. And anyways, back to what I was talking about. Part of this land, part of the land where the sawmill and the flume ended, became Clovis High School. And now it's Clark. It's an intermediate school. And you can see the Napa. I guess I don't know if you can see it or not from far away. And Napa Auto Parts store. That's been there for years. I remember going there with my dad when I was a little boy. You'd go to buy parts. And they always had stools in front of their counter. And I remember I used to sit on there when I was a little boy with my dad. My father used to have a '53 Ford pickup. F-100, I think. I forgot exactly what it was. But anyways, here is we're walking up to the rodeo grounds, and this is one of the main places here in Clovis. Every year, the last weekend of April, they have a rodeo. It's a big deal here in Clovis. Well, the whole month of April, they have various functions or festivals. They have a big hat day where a lot of people come in and they buy stuff from vendors. They have music and food, and then they have a big parade before the rodeo, and so that's a big event. And then they have the rodeo now. Before it was only, I think, one day a week on a Saturday, and then they made it Saturday to Sunday, and then now I think it's 4 days, and they have a big dance, country dance, and so it's a big event here in Clovis, and probably people coming from all over the state. Morning. And anyways, it's one of the biggest events here in Clovis. And here's the entrance to the Clovis Rodeo Grounds. And you can see it's pretty big. I was here earlier last year, was a balloon festival. They have a big balloon festival in September. And they call it Oktoberfest. And that's a big event here in Clovis too. And it's a big event. And morning. Yeah, it's a big event here in Clovis, and I was here in September, and yeah, you could I can still remember all the balloons over here. This whole yard was place. I don't know how big it is. It's big, and there was a lot of balloons here in September. And but during the rodeo, this place gets packed with cars and trucks and horse trailers from all over the country, I guess. And anyways, here's a monument here. They made up here for I guess a really popular cowboy. I guess he was a bull rider, and he was one of the best that there ever was, I guess, in Clovis. And they built this in his honor, and it's pretty big, you know. It's a pretty big statue. And then they have a thing here called it says challenge to the champions. Challenge to the champions. They put it here, I guess, on 2014, and right now we're in 2025, so it's been 9 years, I guess, pretty much. But it's pretty big, you know, and that's a pretty big symbol here in Clovis. And yeah, it's pretty big, and it's a really nice little corner here. They put this monument to him, and then we're gonna walk up to the sign here, and it's a pretty big sign. It says the Clovis Rodeo, and yeah, it's got some sponsors on there. I guess one of them is Coors Light, and the other one, I don't know, remember, we'll see right here. But anyway, it says Coors Light, and then there's a bulletin board here with all the sponsors of the pavilion, because they have a pavilion here now. It was just built not too long ago. And then this other one, it says proud to support Clovis Rodeo by the Chinchonsi Gold Casino. That's a casino that's up in Quarries Gold, maybe 30, 40 miles from here. It's a real. I've been there some years, but it's a really nice casino. But you can see it. This is a big, one of the biggest sites here on Clovis Avenue. And anyways, here's you can get a little look of Clovis. This is Clovis Avenue. It's one of the main streets here in Clovis, and one of the main streets here. Well, it is a main street. There's this one, Clovis Avenue, and then south of me is Shaw Avenue that goes east and west. Right here, we're looking we're looking north on Clovis Avenue. Maybe 20 miles south of me, you could hit Highway 99. And some years ago, this was Highway 168, and it took you all the way to Albury and to and there's a sign that says Gateway to the Sierras. I don't know if you can see it from here or not. I'll walk up to the sign, that way you guys can see it if you're from out of town. But this is one of the most popular streets during the rodeo parade. This street is just full of spectators. You know, and here's a store right here. It's called Jessica Pillegard. And they used to sell feed there years ago. They had a big, some big feed tanks. And here's Napa Auto Parts. This is the place I was talking about a little bit ago. I used to come here with my dad. And then here's a restaurant. It's called Sandy's Junction. And in my opinion, it's right here where the palm tree's at. Probably one of the best places in Clovis to eat breakfast. Sometimes I get just packed, can't even get in. I usually go there during the week, and it's a really popular eatery here in Clovis, where they serve breakfast and lunch. And after lunch, they close down. The waitresses are really nice here. If you ever come to Clovis, you want to come here and eat. And, anyway, just in Pillegard here, they sell like lawnmowers, you know, chainsaws, they sell parts, and it's pretty popular. pretty well known business here in Clovis, and there's one more, I believe, in Fresno. And again, it's a pretty well known place. Then there's a coffee house here called Cup of Joy, and I'm going to show you guys something right now. Years ago, there was horses here. There were horses that used to go here in town, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you the cards coming, but there's a hook in the ground, in the cement, and they used to use it for tying up the horses. It's not much, it's just a little ring that they used to tie the horses with. And so, anyway, I guess there's a beauty shop here, and I'm not gonna be able to cross the street to show you. But anyways, here's the Valero gas station. Years ago, it was a Shell station. It's called Gorbex, and we used to come here and get gas, and they used to fix our cars here. And you can see the Clovis water tower. It's been here since the early 1900s. It's a big piece of our history here in Clovis. And there's a car here playing Mexican music. Sounds like Mexican music. Either that or Indian music. I can't tell. And anyway, here's the 500 Club. This place has been here forever. It's been here forever. I shouldn't say forever. I think it's been here might have been here since the late 1800s.